Alright, so today Odyssey guide, because I get asked the same questions every time, so I will teach you everything you need to know about Odyssey and everything that I know. I won't be talking about Limitless because I don't care about Limitless. I don't play this mod anymore, I only play the normal mod, so let's get right into it. First, the basics. How does it work? There are only 5 maps. There's Namek, Sand Village, Double Dungeon, Shibuya and Shibuya Legend stage. Nothing special goes on during the stage, but when you clear the stage, you will be able to choose to either go up, down or stay at the same intensity. The higher you go, the harder it gets, but you don't get more rewards, and I'll come back to it. Also, every 5 stages, or like 5 floors, there will be a boss room. Every wave a boss will spawn, and once you clear this boss room, you will be prompted to either cash out and leave or to continue and keep clearing floors for more rewards. If you decide to continue, the next floor we have 5 chests that each give a modifier. After each boss room, you should always pick plus 100 or 200 intensity to have more chance of getting legendary and secret modifiers. If you don't have very good units, it doesn't matter because modifiers will buff a lot your team. Also, I almost forgot that you can't choose the same units twice in a row, so you will have to switch between 2 teams. There is an Odyssey shop that sells up to 6 modifiers and 1 or 2 consumables, and it resets every 2 floors. And that's it for the basics. So now how do you get rewards? There are 2 ways to get rewards. The first is the weekly. Every week you can get up to 13 rewards. The first 12 are random and the 13th reward is always 10 rerolls. And the second way is reward pools. Every time you choose plus 100 intensity, it's equal to plus 1 reward. Reward pools are random rewards that you get when you end the round. You can get gems, phoenix and elemental shards and corruption crystals, but you will always get more gems and corruption crystals. Something else you need to know is that at 2000 plus intensity, you will always get plus 1 reward. Even if you choose to go minus 100 intensity, 0, plus 100 or 200, you will always get the plus 1. So how do you farm efficiently? Well, if you are weak like me and you don't have many monarchs, you will have to farm modifiers. As I said, every 2 floors, the shop resets and you can buy more modifiers to buff your team. And after every boss room, you get 5 chests to get even stronger. And the way you do that is by choosing plus 200 intensity and then you go back minus 100, minus 100. This way you will be able to stack modifiers and you will never have any difficulty at clearing these floors. But as I said earlier, at 2000 intensity you will get a plus 1. So the goal is to farm enough, get stronger and to be able to farm at 2000 intensity. So how do you know if you are strong enough to get to 2000 intensity? Usually when I get like 5 delicate flowers or 2-3 affinity, I know I'm strong enough to push up in intensity. Delicate flowers is just raw damage and usually it's enough, but affinity gives you minus 30% SPA, which is crazy because if you get 3 of them, your units will have 1 second CD on every attack. But the way it applies is that it chooses a random element from a unit in your team. So for example, if you only have 1 unit, it will always choose this unit's element until the end of the round. So what you want to do, if you see this modifier for the first time in your shop, you want to look at your team and decide whether or not you should buy it now or on the next floor. And on the next floor, you choose the unit with the element that you want to benefit the buff from affinity. And then you buy it. But if you find this modifier for the first time in chests, it will automatically directly apply to one of the units in your team. That's why I only play with 1 unit in my team. So for example, if I have Seed, it will choose the element Blast until the end of the round. So my Seed or Gogeta or Gohan, Archer, I don't remember who else, will have this boost. But when Sid swaps form, he changes elements and this boost doesn't apply anymore. And trust me, once your units have only 1 SPA, it will always be enough to DPS at 2000 intensity. And you can add on to that all the other modifiers that you will be buying every 2 floors and you will get stronger and stronger and it will be enough. So once you're at 2000 intensity, how do you farm? Well, the same way. You choose plus 200, minus 100, minus 100, and this way you will always be at the same intensity, farming that plus 1 reward. You don't get more rewards by going at 3000 or 4000. It's pointless. You don't lose any rewards by choosing minus 100. By the way, I waited for Attack on Titan update to see if devs would fix the bugs, but it looks like it didn't even cross their minds that Odyssey exists, because you can still not see the amount of rewards that you farm. So you have to press F9 to check the console and open the stage info and it will appear. So to summarize, You farm the shops every 2 floors, you buy everything, and then you farm at 2000 intensity. You go plus 200 intensity, minus 100, minus 100. That's a total of 5 rewards every 3 floors, and you repeat this process until you want to stop. And when you want to stop, you just let the mobs go to your base, or after a boss room, you cash out. Also, there is tches or Takarada, I don't know how you want to call it. You can pay him, and in exchange he will give you a random modifier, but he doesn't always give it to you, and very often it's a rare or epic modifier. At this point I played over hundreds of hours on Odyssey, and he very rarely gave me a legendary modifier, and he never gave me a secret modifier, so it's just a waste of time to trade with him, so there is no point wasting your money with him. I only see him as emotional support when I do very long runs and he appears randomly. Another thing is that in Shibuya story map, Mahito and the train will sometimes spawn, but sometimes it can happen that for the whole duration of the run he will never spawn, but that's random and you will need to restart the run if you want it to happen. And that's it, there's not much to talk about. There is no strategy in modifiers, you're gonna be buying everything anyway. If at least they had the downside or they were very expensive, but they're not, so it's whatever. I tried to make the video as short and clear as possible, but if I missed something and you still have questions, you can ask it in the comments or in my Discord. Next video will be my 72 hours Odyssey run, and yeah, that's it. See ya.